Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday. And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. I always give those guys credit, but in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Barnes at the power forward position. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. And Wembanyama, left side. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Halliburton outside. The shot by Turner, no good. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And San Antonio, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
Halliburton with the bucket.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And how about we check the numbers for Andrew Nembhard?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Outside Fox. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nembhard with it. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Fox finds Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Indiana leading by 9. It's Nembhard on the wing. Outside Matherin. Back to Nemhard. Turner with the screen. All alone. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around. The rim.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Spurs. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And right now for San Antonio, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
6 to shoot. It's stolen by Matherin. The drive by Siakam. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Halliburton. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Over Turner. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Matherin for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his fourth assist in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Hey, Kevin. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They made a shrewd move picking up the ever-professional Tobias Harris. Every team wants three things: shooting, length, and experience, and Harris brings you all three. They want Tobias on this team in a veteran role as well to help out the younger guys on this team, and what better professional to bring in.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Pass to Matherin. And here is Turner. Stolen. Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Siakam. 3-on-3. Matherin for three. Barnes grabs the miss. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 15. Outside Matherin. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Barnes. Fox against Halliburton. Fox looking it over. Here's Castle. Pocket six. Again, the miss by the Spurs. To the paint. Here's Nemhard. And the shot is good. Nemhard's got 6. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 17. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama against Turner. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. That one's not going to go. Indiana leading by 17. Here's Halliburton. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Turner with a screen on Fox. Here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Fox against Halliburton. Outside, Fox. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Fox gets it to go.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Siakam misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Outside Turner. Fox against Halliburton. Back to Turner. Takes a 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Back to Fox. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Nails the baby hook. He has 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pacers out in front. They lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. Then there's Wembanyama.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Victor Wembanyama. And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Offensive rebound. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him, and the dunk by Jackson.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
In the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Spurs trail by 15. Fox with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Wembanyama against McConnell. Wembanyama, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. McConnell passes to Halliburton. Jackson has the open look. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 6 assists in the game. McConnell against Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
Here's Halliburton. It's tipped, and he gets it back. That shot off. Spurs trail by 15. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Yes, to Castle. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Here's Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got 7 points in the game.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. Halliburton against Fox. Just 4 to shoot. San Antonio again turning it over. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Halliburton outside. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Turner controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 17.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Castle. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. From deep. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Neesmith finds Toppin. Here's Nembhard. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's Fox with the drive. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Halliburton passes to Turner. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Up top, Fox. He's covered by Halliburton. Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Timeout.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here comes your Indiana State.
Some changes for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Here's Nembhard. Off target from outside. Now Fox. Last game out he had 40 points. Now here's Barnes. And he goes in for the dunk.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And here is Siakam. Last game he had 13. Turner with a screen on Barnes. Siakam against Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Over to the wing. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Pass to Mathurin. Takes it out to Siakam. Nembhard with it. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game. Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Fox fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wembanyama, a screen on Mathurin. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
.153 left to play in the first half. Here's Castle. He has 5. 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Turner kicks to Siakam. Over Barnes. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Turner. And it's 8 points for Siakam.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The three from Barnes. Nembhard grabs the board.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Siakam's shot is off.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now, here's McConnell from deep three-point territory. And so it's Indiana sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they're... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey everybody, look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy.
And returning now to that first half of our featured matchup, the strong play of Tyrese Halliburton has been a major contribution. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Here's Turner. The shot, no good. Spurs trail by 14. Outside, Fox. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Here's Castle. Halliburton with the steal. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. It's Nembhard on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Fox. Siakam outside. Halliburton for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 15 points.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
Back to Fox. Pass to Barnes. Here's Castle. Nemhard covering. 13 feet away. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Siakam, that's good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Barnes kicks to Fox. Wembanyama down low. Turner covering.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton against Fox. Left side, Halliburton. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Gotta love how efficient Halliburton is. A confident shooter from the mid-range.
Here's Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Taking a look now at some numbers for De'Aaron Fox. What a run he's been